that Jose PhD right there.
There are many like Andrade living by the beach. Some say too many.
Nobody wants to have people sleeping around their homes. We buy into a neighborhood, we expect there to be law enforcement.
Van people sure love their yoga. I like blazing lasers. Yoga is banned in San Diego. We'll talk about that later, but that's definitely a thumbs down. Yeah, Sprinter. Happy Saturday. Running errands. And then I'm gonna get some Jack in the Box. Shout out to Lyndon. Get the Jack in the Box app. I know you guys just like to hang out in your van. What do you guys like doing when you hang out in your van? My buddy isn't in a Jeep crew yet, so I adopted him. He's a member of my lifted van crew. I like to play blazing lasers on TurboGrafx 16. When I'm running errands, I'll just hang out in my van for a while before I head into the store and play some blazing lasers. This is what a mini bike is good for. Just putting around the campground. Story time. If you're a regular on my channel, you see that I upload mostly lifted van content. I give everyone a shout out because I want you guys to enjoy this hobby as much as I do, and I want to take you guys along on the ride with me. That's why I started doing lifted van meets. I want to see these cool lifted vans go out on an adventure, and maybe for some of you this will be your very first adventure when you go on one of these lifted van meets. If you're an adventure junkie and you like lifted vans, you're gonna see a bunch of lifted vans. So last year I participated in someone else's lifted van meet, and I didn't get the memo that I was supposed to wake up at a certain time. So my last job, sometimes I got out at 2 in the morning, so I sleep at 4 in the morning. So I'm one of those noon to 1 p.m., sometimes 2 p.m. wake up guys. So I meet up with them at a campground, sleep till noon. I wake up, I hop on my mini bike, and I explore the campground. It came back to me that the host was very upset with that because I woke up late, I hopped on my mini bike, explored the campground, and he wanted to go explore some caves and take us to explore some caves. I didn't know that. So yeah, it came back to me that that wasn't cool to him. So here's what my lifted van meets are all about. We convoy to a cool camp spot. We get there, and then after that, you do whatever you want. If you want to sleep till 5 p.m. or if you wake up at 1 p.m. and you want to hang out in your van till 5 p.m. to play blazing lasers, you go ahead and you go play blazing lasers all night long if you want to. I like playing blazing lasers, and you know what my ideal spot is for blazing lasers? I wish this was like a lake right now, or Anza Borrego right now, and I'm just chilling playing blazing lasers, and that's it. When I feel like stepping out to observe the nice scenery, I step out and take a break from blazing lasers. So yeah, that's it, man. That's what my lifted van meets are all about. It's the security of having other people with you in the middle of nowhere. My brother-in-law's brother, he's got a family man, beautiful family. He's been going to as many campgrounds as he can, but it's the ones you pay for. You know, it's just like the side of the sidewalk, street campground, like mainstream campground. But he really wants to do the middle of nowhere type camping. But he doesn't want to endanger his family, like getting his he's got a Nissan Frontier. That's another thing about my lifted van meets. You don't need a lifted van to join us. But he's got a Nissan Frontier. He bought it 2 years ago, and he really wants to get into the middle of nowhere, but he doesn't want to risk his family's safety. So I just discovered this about him, and I say, hey man, I do these lifted van meets. If you just want your family to be safe and you know, you just want that security of a group, come join us in November. So I really look forward to seeing my brother-in-law's brother hang out with us. And you know what? I'm not going to tell him what time to wake up. I'm not going to give him an itinerary and say, hey, this time we got to go hiking. I don't like hiking. I only like to hike with Brooke. Yeah, that's it. Other than that, man, I'm a manual labor guy. I'm about to get another job, and it's going to be another manual labor job. My feet hurt, man. At the end of the week, especially if I'm doing 12 hours of overtime, my feet hurt. I want to hang out in my van and play Blazing Lazers in a nice middle of nowhere camp spot. So that's what it's all about. My buddy Josh, the guy with the Jeep Wrangler, me, Josh, and Bob Zilla went camping, like last second camp trip. Josh said like 3 sentences the whole 2 days we hung out. And you know what? I didn't tell Josh what time to wake up. Josh sat with us by the fire, and I think Josh just likes taking his Jeep out, and he just likes the security of being in a group. It's always cool to be in a group when you're in the middle of nowhere. So that's what my lifted van meets are all about. I'm not going to tell you what time to wake up. I'm not going to tell you what time to eat. I'm not going to give you an itinerary. If you want to just hang out in your van all day, you could do that. I've done lifted van meets before where people just sat in their van the whole day and explored trails. So that's cool with me too. If you don't want to leave your van, you stay in your van. I'm not forcing anyone to socialize, man. Sometimes you just want to get your van out there. Hey, I've always said it. I'm an introvert that learned how to be an extrovert over the years. So I understand if some people want to just hang out in their van. If you're an automotive enthusiast and you just like to hang out, get a van. Got my heater and enjoying the lake view, $1 million view. Subscribe for more lifted van content. Shout out to D. Randall. I hope I'm saying your name right. Rooting for you to lift your van, man. But I messaged him last night asking him for camera advice, and he told me to check out the Sony ZV-1. I'm always gonna do these filming in a parking lot videos, but once I start my new job, I'm gonna invest in a really good camera. Next lifted van meet, I want the quality to be really good, because when I film your vans with a really good camera, I think that's really gonna help this hobby, because people really like the high quality stuff. So I'm gonna up my filming game. This is pretty horrible.
The city of San Diego is cracking down on beach yoga. A group of instructors say park rangers shut down their classes earlier this week. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Nia Watson. ABC 10 News reporter Spencer Shorsha explains why the city's recently updated code is getting pushback from the wellness community.
It's very peaceful.
They came here to unwind, do some yoga by the cliffs.
It's an incredible space. I think it is one of the most unique spots in all of San Diego.
Instead,
Man, looks like San Diego's getting their priorities straight. So I know who likes yoga. Sprinter drivers. What do Nissan NV drivers like? I don't have much data on Nissan NV drivers. Sprinter drivers, if you're bummed out about this yoga ban, you're welcome to join my lifted van meet. Like I said earlier, I don't got an itinerary for you guys. I'm not going to tell you what time to wake up. I'm not going to tell you what to do. If you want to hang out with us and do yoga all day long on the roof of your van, you're free to do that. So, Sprinter drivers, I will show you where you guys could do all the yoga that you want.
You know the crosswalk? You know how you can cross the street from one light to buy something?
Out camping right now.
Really into music, loves Kenny Chesney. So